I think it's time to squad up. So yesterday we got the word that Idris Elba will be replacing Will Smith as Deadshot in the upcoming Suicide Squad sequel. Now it's time for the writer-director James Gunn to start thinking about the rest of the team. The guys over at Collider are reporting what team members might be expected to comprise the rest of the Suicide Squad. Obviously there could be rewrites, changes, and all the other great Hollywood stuff that always seems to happen, but here's what's being reported now. You ready? First up, Polka Dot Man, aka Mr. Polka Dot. He's a Gotham City supervillain and sworn enemy of Batman, and kind of an unknown. He grows multicolored polka dots on his body, and then he can turn them into fireballs and weapons and all kinds of other stuff. But for the most part, he's the kind of guy that's totally embarrassed about the sort of silly powers that he has. Personally, I expect him to die early in the movie, but he could be a character that Gunn has some love for and will endear to us. Let's wait and see. Next up, Ratcatcher, aka Otis Flanagan. Ratcatcher is also a Batman villain, and another one of those of the lesser known ilk. It is being reported that this will be a gender swap character, but since it's an unknown, I can't imagine it being a problem. In the comics, this character started out as an exterminator in Gotham City before turning to a life of crime. The Ratcatcher is aided by an army of rodents that he, or in this case she, can communicate with and control. Also, quite a big fan of poison gas. And the next one is one that people are fairly familiar with, at least those that watch TV, and that's King Shark. Now in the comics, this supervillain's father is supposed to be the so-called Shark God, but most people just think of him as a savage mutant. I think this casting points more to the possibility of King Croc coming back, which would be a big no if they go with King Shark. We'll have to wait and see. And finally, what I think is the weirdest cast is Peacemaker, aka Christopher Smith. A kind of unusual character who is driven by this extreme form of pacifism that makes him love peace so much, he would kill for it. You've known this guy, haven't you? The one thing that Collider is reporting is that this particular role, Peacemaker, is a role that supposedly James Gunn has set aside for his friend Dave Bautista. The Guardians of the Galaxy star really went to bat for James Gunn when he was fired from Disney, so the fact that he could be playing a character named Peacemaker is pretty funny. There are some issues that need to be tied up before the movie starts. There's no official word if Margot Robbie will reprise the role, and there's mixed reports whether Joel Kinnaman will come back as Rick Flag, along with no official word of Viola Davis, aka Amanda Waller. The same can be said for Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang. So hopefully all these details will get worked out in the near future. We'll have to wait and see. What do you think of these new characters? Are these ones you wanted to see, or are some of them catching you off guard? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.